Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and today I have a special guest with me. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name's Emily. I'm her cousin.
So I'm here visiting her. Today we had a pool day. So if you can't tell, I'm like super sunburnt.
And I'm not.
Yeah, she's not. She's more careful around the sun. But we decided to do a get ready with me because Emily wanted to come and join me for a video. And I thought this would be a good introductory video because she's not used to being on camera for, you know, makeup tutorials. So we're just going to get ready together and kind of chat and just, you guys can just hang out with us. So let's get into the video. So she and I are both going to kind of talk through like what we're using. You know, you can talk about some of your favorites, and they know my favorites because I talk about them all the time, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I actually, when I prime, I don't know if you ever do this, I don't actually have any good primers, so because my makeup collection is like a mishmash of like good products, like products I've had since I was 7 years old, like from dance, stuff like that. So my primer, basically what I use is I'll just like moisturize my face with like my regular moisturizer and then just go on with that. So I did that already because of like the sun and stuff.
Yeah, and you have dry skin, so.
Yes, yeah, so almost like I've noticed when I don't moisturize, my makeup looks awful the entire day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like my first step. So that's, you're not gonna see me prime because that's what I already did. So I'm just gonna go in with foundation.
Yeah. Well, but because I have slightly oilier skin, I used my normal primer, which is the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Plot. And I'm going in with this foundation, which I actually think I mentioned in the $20 makeup challenge, and it's the Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation, but we'll see. This might be, yeah, this is like really easy to apply because the applicator is really easy and it blends really fast, but this might be a little too light.
That's a cool applicator.
It is. The Tarte Shape Tape comes with something like this too, but it's like stiffer and I don't like the foundation.
Oh, the foundation Shape Tape?
Yeah. And it comes in with like the same doe foot as the concealer, but it's just bigger and it's just not as easy to work with. This is gonna be too light for me, but we'll make it work, guys. We'll
just bronze the crap out of it.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
And for foundation, I actually just started using Too Faced Born This Way. I had used for a really long time, I used the Tarte Clay foundation, and I really liked it, except I just kind of felt like I wanted to try something new. Like after a while, when you start following like the makeup industry, you feel like there's so much out there that it's like, why am I using the same foundation after a year? There's new foundations you have to go out and try. So I heard about Born This Way. And so far, so I've been using it for about a week now, and so far I really like it.
Yeah, I've never tried that foundation, but I like the concealer.
So I was in Sephora the other day, and when I bought the Born This Way foundation, and I noticed, because I was looking for Tarte Shape Tape, you'll see me use that, and as she's using right now, you'll see me use that a little bit too, but I noticed that they have, Tarte also has another concealer, and that's something that I never knew. I thought their Shape Tape was
the creaseless concealer.
Yeah, and when I saw that, I was like, do they rebrand?
Yes, they did.
Shape Tape. But then I asked, and they were like, oh no, like we don't carry Shape Tape, we carry this. I had no idea that there were two Tarte concealers. That threw me for a loop. But then they told me about the Born This Way concealer, and like, you have to try it.
Yeah, the new Tarte concealer is a reformulation and a repackaging of an old concealer that they had. For concealer, I blended Tarte Shape Tape in Light Medium Honey and Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Beige.
And I'm still blending my foundation.
It's okay, everybody goes at their own speed. Light Medium Beige is the color, and now I look kind of funny, so I gotta blend this out.
Being super pale, it's always been hard finding the right foundation, especially when the foundation like oxidizes. I think you were like the first person to tell me that. I never knew about like foundation oxidizing until I talked to you about it, and almost all the fair shades that I've ever used have oxidized, and I'm like very cool toned. I don't have any like orange yellow undertones, so when things oxidize, it's like not good.
Yeah, especially because they tend to like oxidize like orange, so that's like the worst color for it to oxidize to. Luckily, I mean, I don't really have that problem because my skin does.
Yeah, you have very warm undertones.
Yeah. For powder, do you use a lighter color to set under your eyes, or do you use the same powder under your eyes that you use on your face?
So my like powdering is kind of weird because when I powder under my eyes, I actually use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder. I guess it's a powder foundation. in Fair 01, the first shade, because I'm that pale. But I actually bought that because I wanted a really simple foundation, and it's okay as a foundation, but what I really like using it for is like an under eye, like highlight kind, not highlight, but you know, like powder.
To brighten, yeah.
Yeah, to brighten and to give me some more dimension when especially when I bronze. So that's what I use. And then when I set my whole face, I'll usually just use translucent powder, and then do a setting spray.
So for me, I always use this like super bright powder. This is the NYX banana powder. Like this is kind of a dupe for like the Anastasia one that was really popular for a while, but this is like way cheaper and this lasts me forever. But I use that and I kind of do like my reverse contouring with it, so I do it wherever I put the concealer. And then for my whole face, I use the Stay Matte from Rimmel. Okay, so I'm already going on to bronzer, and I use the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the summer. The reason I like this is because it's waterproof, it's like long wearing, and it works really, really well.
Have you done like a dupe video yet? Because
No,
I feel like something that at least we've always talked about is like, especially when we go and you'll take me like Ulta, you almost always take me to the like drugstore side.
Oh yeah,
because I've always felt like you know like which products are like the best dupes and stuff. So
yeah,
I should do that.
I should. Like, you know, my cousin's talking about like sometimes I take her to like Ulta and I'll tell her like some of my favorite items, and as you guys know on my channel, like a lot of the time I use drugstore products because I feel like, especially right now, like the drugstore game is like really high. Like their eyeshadows are getting good, they have good mascaras, like you can really find
my favorite mascara ever is Lash Paradise.
Yeah,
by L'Oreal.
It's so good. And that's actually a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And so
I actually pulled it out the other day and somebody's like, oh, it's better than Sex, and I was like, ah, no, and I paid half the price for it.
yeah, so you know, if you guys ever want me to do it, leave a comment down below and I'll do that. So I'm gonna use my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. The other day, actually yesterday, I was doing her makeup. She was asking me if I do my face or my eyes first. Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Yeah. So this is in the shade Be My Sunlight. I talked about this in my favorites video. I really like these highlighters because this is like $4.
Really?
Yeah. And they look so nice on the skin. This is really, really for like tanner skin tones. But yeah, so I do highlight. Do you just do highlight on your cheeks or do you do it on your nose?
Nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I just do my nose, my cheeks. Sometimes like I do a Cupid's bow, but like to be honest, like this doesn't stay because like once you take the foundation off your lips and you like put on lipstick, it disappears.
Oh, that highlight looks really cute.
Thanks.
It's very gold.
So I do highlight and then I do blush. I do it in reverse order than most people, but it's because
I was gonna say explain.
if I do highlight and it's like too much highlight, I like to tone it down with the blush. I can always add more highlight,
that
but
makes
like
sense.
especially like, you know, like those people who like get that stripe of highlight, this is the way I avoid it. So I use my blush. This one is the the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush in the shade, what shade is this one? Fantastical. And I like this one a lot. It's like a peachy gold color for my eyes. This is the Tarte, I don't think I've talked about this, the Shape Tape Eye Primer.
Oh, I didn't say what I was using.
Yeah.
I'm using, I don't even know if I should mention this because I don't even know if they still sell it as I drop it. It's the NARS, you know, it doesn't even say it, so we're not even gonna.
Oh, is it rubbed off?
No, it doesn't even like have a.
Oh, it's the Olympia Duo, Face Duo.
Oh.
I think this came out a couple
how-
years ago. They came out with a ton of different shades, right?
Yeah, I've had it forever. I used to use your favorite contour, like the one you got me, the butter bronzer. And it's, first of all, it smells amazing.
Yeah.
But I learned recently, it's like very warm toned and I'm very cool toned, so it just didn't work out for me.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to eyes. I'm using the L'Oreal Paradise eyeshadow palette, the scented one, and I don't know like what kind of look I'm doing. I'm just gonna kind of play with it.
The scented one? Oh, it's actually like scented?
Yeah. But yeah, there like a lot of drugstore brands are coming out with scented stuff because Too Faced always does like scented makeup palettes. Like they have like the chocolate palettes and like the peach palette and stuff, but now Maybelline and L'Oreal have been coming out with some too.
Something I started doing recently when I'm doing my eyes, because like I know today I kind of want to do like a pinky look, and so I have like some palettes that have like pinks in it. So what I actually do is I actually swatch them on the back of my hand, and so when I'm doing my makeup, like I'll take the different shades, I'm doing my makeup, I can look and see what it looks like, blend it out, so I have a better idea. Because I always feel like, what blows my mind about YouTubers, like makeup YouTubers, is I don't know how you guys keep like all your products like in your mind?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like,
I forget about stuff all the time.
Like, especially when you get, like, when they get PR boxes and stuff, it's like, how do you keep that all in your mind? Like, what if you like a product? How do you set it aside? I don't know, it's crazy.
It's really hard to, like, so, like, for me, it helped when I was moving into my new house because it, like, helped me go through it was, like, forcing me to go through my makeup. So I'm actually donating a lot of makeup. Like, for the most part, like, it made me, like, realize, like, how much stuff I have that I haven't touched. So, like, what I like to do to kind of combat that is in my makeup, on my makeup table, there's one drawer, like, right in the middle of my desk, and I put, like, products that I haven't used in a while or products that I want to make sure I use right there. So, like, this eyeshadow and a couple other eyeshadow palettes live there, so I know that, like, those are the ones I should use.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do.
So I'm using my favorite palette so far is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I love this palette. The Vault collection is coming out
This week.
Like 3 days, right?
Yeah, in a couple days, yeah.
Days. So I can't wait to buy that. But I love this because there's so much I think you can do with it. I know Kristen has this. Before I bought it, I messaged her about it and I asked her like if she thought it was good, and I definitely have not been disappointed, especially with the, like, I can't see, like, the neutral shades right here in the middle of the palette. Definitely a great beginner's palette, I think, because there's a lot of shades in here that I think are good to are comfortable, and there's a lot of shades in there that kind of dare you to create a little bit.
There are a lot of shades in that palette that are good for, you know, those people who are just starting out, and there's also those shades that, you know, if you really want to start playing with more techniques, you can definitely try that as well.
So, like, when I bought this palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette, I was like, it was like my first big, like, makeup purchase, and I wasn't, it was like one of those things where I wasn't really expecting to, like, make many more. But now that I have it, I'm like, well, I want to try this and I want to try this. And usually, like, I've always thought, like, oh, you only need a few palettes. Like, spending $38 on a palette is ridiculous, but to me, like, $38 now is not bad at all.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm still on that search to get that, like, perfect nude lipstick.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that yesterday. So if you guys have any suggestions on, like, a nude lipstick that you swear by, leave it in the comments because I need to know.
Yeah, we need to know. I mean, I just bought that new Kathleen Lights collection, and she says in there, like, it's like her ultimate nude color is, like, like one of the lipsticks. I can't remember which one, but both of the lipsticks are not my ideal nude, so neither of them work for me. Yeah, that's the thing. I think nudes are just such a hard thing to find because it's so reliant on your skin tone. So you do your eyebrows, like, last. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't understand how people can do them before. Like, people who do them before foundation, I'm like, how do you do that? Because, like, then you blend your foundation and you put it right on it. Like,
some people I knew that they don't put foundation through the eyebrows at all.
Oh yeah, so you want to talk about how you're going to school? You don't have to say where you're going, but
yeah, I'm going to college. I'm gonna be a freshman, which is crazy to think about. I can definitely see myself once I get to school doing makeup, like when I get stressed, or doing makeup for friends when, like, we're going out or something. I can definitely see myself doing that. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah, but I'm not going to where, like, close to home.
Yeah, she's actually going into school, a school that's in my state instead of her home state.
So that's gonna be kind of cool because I'm gonna be closer to you. But also, it's just the idea of, like, not being close to home is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, but you know your mom is going to be visiting you all the time.
Yes and no. Hopefully.
You don't think so?
Hopefully not all the time. Okay, do you have any videos planned?
I have, like, a list of videos that I want to do, but, like, I don't have, like, a schedule where I'm like, this video is going to go up on this day. I just try to do at least 1 to 2 videos a week.
Something I've also learned from watching a lot of YouTube, but this is not even from watching YouTube. This is from just doing my own makeup, is I've really learned what works for me in, like, the sense, especially of eye makeup. And I don't even mean just color,
like, working with your eye shape.
Yeah, like, eye shape. Like, I watch a lot of Jaclyn Hill, and she always talks about, like, focusing on your outer corner when you're doing, like, a smoky eye. But for me, like, I notice I did it now. I feel like it makes my eyes look so much smaller because of my eye shape.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's smarter to do like a dome shape of eyeshadow instead of more of a cat eye like look. And so like I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, I can see how it's making my eyes look smaller. So what I always do is I just go in there with like, I'm using, this is the Too Faced Natural Matte palette, the really light shade at the top, and then I'll almost just kind of carve out like the shape and basically just blend it into the shape I want to kind of like fix the shape that I didn't want.
Yeah, I do that too. I like really round. I like my eyes to look huge. Like that was like
your eyes are huge.
I know, but I try to like emphasize it more.
Yeah,
because I like having that rounded eye look. It makes me look young, and I also think like it's a good like focal point for my face. Like it's one of my best qualities. So like I always like to make my eyes look really round. So I don't tend to do like super like cat eye looks either. I do rounder eye looks, so it kind of makes my whole like eye look circular. And that's why like I always put like eyeshadow under my eyes, like right here, because it makes your eye look bigger.
Your eye like under? You do like, would you use like the same shade that I use?
I would use like colors in like the crease or something.
Oh, so, you mean like you do like a, oh yeah, it makes it bigger.
Yeah.
For sure.
So this is the Crayola Beauty. I don't know if I filmed a review for this.
Oh! Yeah, I've heard about it, but I never.
So I think I bought a couple of things. I think I did do a review, if I remember correctly. But this is like one of the standout products for me. It was the Crayola Beauty Lip and Cheek Crayon. This is in the shade Fuzzy Wuzzy. I like that. It feels more like a lip balm, which is really nice.
I just went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And then, honestly, I kind of just mixed it around with the shade Summer and then Moonshine, and then I even added a little bit of tourmaline in there. I never used it before. Kristen was the one who told me that it's actually like lighter than you think it is, and it is. So
yeah,
if you haven't and you haven't used it like me because you thought it was too dark, it is lighter than you think.
So I mixed that crayon with this I have to fix like I went a little too far on my lip line, but whatever. I have to use, or I'm using Queen Bee from the Too Faced Melted. I've never used one of these, except for I got this as a sample in a Sephora Play box. And now I'm using this.
Alright, so while she's doing that, I'll explain what I'm doing with my eyebrows. So I can't find my, well actually I know where it is, it's just not here and I'm too lazy to go and get it. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So I went old school, and this is the first product I ever really used on my eyebrows. Like right when I got into makeup, I found this and I was like, boom, boom, I'm awesome. I can do makeup, whatever. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I don't use it a lot lately because I felt like it made my eyebrows a little bit too like bold and dark for me. I like to do a little bit more of like a light eyebrow, but that's what I'm using right now because I don't want to go find my other one. And then I'll take a spoolie and then just kind of drag it through to kind of get some of the excess product out of there.
Yeah.
But keep the gel and the color in there.
So since she's still finishing up her mascara, she's also using L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which is what I use. And then are you just doing lips and then you're done?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll just tell you guys like what I brought with me for brushes because I feel like that's also a really good thing to know about.
Yeah.
So
that's something that I was insecure about for so long. Like I always felt like I didn't have the right brushes.
Yeah. It took me a really long time to find like my favorites, and then once I got them, like I can't go without them. So my favorite powder brush is the what is this brand? I can't. Eco Tools. This is Eco Tools Full Powder. It's what I love. It's super soft. Has this kind of like dome shape, if you can see, and it's just so fluffy. I love it. It's the best. And then for highlighter, you need to try this brush. It's the Anastasia highlighting brush.
When did you find this?
I got it maybe a couple months ago.
Ooh.
And I thought, like, when I saw a lot of YouTubers, like, using that brush, I was like, oh, it's, like, just a brush, you know? Because I always used to use the Real Techniques setting brush. I used another one for highlighting, which is really good, too. But when I started using that, I'm like, oh. So then I brought my Sigma, this doesn't even have a number anymore because it's so old, but the Sigma blush brush. I like this. I like using angled brushes for my blush. And then for bronzer and, like, contour, I use the Luxie Large Angled 504 brush. This is just like the perfect, like it gets like right in there perfectly for me. Again, it's another angled brush. For some reason, angled brushes just work really well with my skin. And then my setting brush that I use all the time is the Real Techniques setting brush, and I use that to like set my concealer. So I use this a lot.
I have a confession. I actually like lip product. I love looking at lipstick and I like playing with lipstick the most. But I don't wear it a lot because I don't know why, I just never really have. So that's probably why I always look dead. So that's something that like I definitely want to get better about on is just lip products. Yeah.
Like for me on the daily, like at work, I don't wear lip products because my lips get dry and I like to apply chapstick. But like if I have like time, I put lipstick on, or like I have so many lip products that I use, but I don't feel like, yeah, I'm kind of the same. Like I don't use lipstick a lot. Like I could go without lipstick. I can't go without mascara. Mascara is like my #1.
Yeah. So what I just did, and I don't really like it, but we're gonna go with it.
No, I like it.
You like it?
It's pretty.
Okay, so I had a sample for the Marc Jacobs lipstick, and it's really small and cute, and it's in the shade Slow Burn, and it's just a regular like lipstick stick. It's not like a liquid or anything, and I put that on, and then I'm just going over it with the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper. Don't even know if they sell this anymore.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for getting ready with us. I'm sorry it was really long. I'll try to edit it down as much as we can.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming on my channel.
No, thank you for having me.
Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah. So thank you. Bye guys.
Bye. And I just come in there with like the really light. I forgot where I was going.
I always forget in the middle of it.
Okay, so when I bought the Jaclyn Hill palette,
She got really excited about it, and then she wanted to get the Vault collection. Is that where you were going? No? We don't know?
I forgot I was typing. Oh.
You're like really struggling today.
Struggle bus. You can edit in my cute quirkiness. No, the beginning. No, some bloopers at the end.
Bloopers.
Jaclyn Hill style.
You ready?
Yes. Oh wait. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Okay.
You just